When you think about Sydney, you spent so much time in Red Deer, so you're a Westerner, but you have your maritime black belt as well. What do you think about with Sidney Crosby?
Well, funny enough, I was at Brad Richards' golf tournament in PEI, and we were out at Brudenell and Dunderave are the names of the golf courses. And we'd had a big night the night before, lots of shenanigans. So I was a little jagged. And I get off the bus that delivers us from Charlottetown to the two golf courses. And there's a massive group of children who are going to be both caddying and following all of the celebrities around the golf course. And I had stuffed my golf bag with little teddy bears, NHL teddy bears, to give to the kids. Now, I didn't have enough for the number of kids that were there, but I spent, I don't know, 40 minutes sweating to death. You know how you do when you're a little hungover. So
Yeah.
I'm sweating to death, and I'm dealing with the children. And I look over to my right, and there's this 18-year-old kid, Sidney Crosby, watching everything. Watching what does Ron do with the kids? What does Brad Richards do with the kids? It was really interesting. And then the next morning, I'm in the little fitness center of the hotel we're staying at in Charlottetown, trying to pull myself together. And there's Sidney working out. So right away, I saw how attentive he was to the role that was coming his way, and he understood that. I remember favorably the Nashville Stanley Cup run, just going to the practices with his parents, Troy and Trina. Don, Trina, Troy, and I would walk back from Bridgestone Arena to the hotel, the Omni, right across the street, and talk about everything under the sun. They didn't miss a practice. They didn't miss a morning skate. They didn't miss an off day. Even if Sid wasn't part of it, they were there in the arena. It would be Don Cherry, myself, and the Crosbys. And even last night, I was listening to Connor McDavid talk about his 500th point, tying Crosby at 369 games, right? And he said, well, he was trying to bluff that he cared. And he said, but I did, I talked to my mom, and then my dad, he stays up late, so we'll talk later. And I just thought same thing, that, that bubble for McDavid and Crosby and the trust of mom and dad never leaves. It's such a unique path that they're on. And I know that Wayne, Walter had a bit of a spill recently, and he was home to see him. I think, they're all very connected to, same with Brad Richards. He literally came back to the East. He had a good thing going in Dallas, and he got a great offer from the Los Angeles Kings to go play there. They threw everything at him. The great late Kobe Bryant did a presentation to Brad Richards. Morgan Freeman emceed the presentation video. They gave him Eagles guitars. Glenn Fry signed guitar. They did everything to try and woo a membership at Sherwood, Wayne's golf course, everything to get Brad Richards to sign in LA, and he wouldn't. And the reason he wouldn't is because his father in Prince Edward Island is a lobster fisherman and could never stay up till 3 a.m. watching hockey. So he came back to the East, for the sake of his mom and dad.